Welcome to the Channel Places of the World, a land of superlatives. South America is a region rich in history, music, art, and culture, with a diversity of landscapes that few places in the world can match. From the towering Andes Mountains to deserts, along the coasts and the enigmatic Amazon rainforest, everything combines to make South America an impressive place. Archaeological sites and colonial cities contrast with stunning modern urban centers. Its geographic diversity, with waterfalls, mighty rivers, and paradisiacal islands, highlights the beauty of its national parks that enchant visitors. Let's explore together and discover some of South America's most fascinating and incredible wonders. The Great North of Chile is a land of contrasts, where the dryness of the world's driest desert meets a coastline filled with majestic landscapes. The Antofagasta region is home to La Portada, an impressive rock formation rising from the ocean, while Mejillones invites visitors to contemplate the serenity of the Pacific. Farther north lies Iquique, a coastal gem that captivates with its historic architecture. Its modern seafront, with endless views of the Pacific and its bustling port, stands as a testament to a rich naval history. But it is inland where the heart of the region and its true magic are revealed. The Atacama Desert, the driest in the world, San Pedro de Atacama, with its ancient history, is the gateway to natural wonders such as the Picar de Quito and the Route of the Flamingos, leading to high-altitude lagoons of turquoise waters, where life thrives under extreme conditions. Laguna Santa Rosa, with its thousands of flamingos, offers a unique natural spectacle. The Miscanti and Minix lagoons astonish with their turquoise waters surrounded by volcanoes such as Nicancaber, with its perfectly conical shape, and Ojos del Salado, the highest active volcano in the world, the Valley of the Moon, with its surreal and strange rock formations, and the Valley of the Geysers, where steam rises at dawn and where we find the El Techo geyser, with its fumaroles and bubbling waters. Together they complete this one-of-a-kind landscape on Earth, a dreamlike place that transports us to another planet. Per Gunter AO ChatGPT. The Salar de Uyuni, located in the Bolivian Altiplano, is a one-of-a-kind destination in the world. This vast expanse of over 10,000 square kilometers of pure white salt is the largest salt flat on the planet. During the rainy season, it transforms into a gigantic mirror that reflects the sky, creating a dreamlike landscape that transports visitors to another world. Salar de Uyuni is not just a tourist destination but a natural wonder that challenges imagination and reality. At its heart lies the iconic island of Kawazi, home to towering giant cacti that seem to stand guard over this breathtaking landscape. Not far from there, the train cemetery with its rusted old locomotives evokes the region's industrial past, offering a fascinating contrast to the vastness of the salt flat, surrounded by majestic volcanoes like Tanupa and Yak. The Salar de Uyuni is also a geological treasure. Its rock formations, shaped by time and the elements, tell the story of nature's powerful forces. The highland lagoons, such as the red-colored Laguna Colorada, home to flamingos, and the strikingly emerald Laguna Verde, add vibrant hues to the scenery. Small villages and natural hot springs bubbling from the earth complete the scene, offering visitors a peaceful refuge in the heart of the relentless Altiplano. Cusco, high in the Peruvian Andes on the eastern slope of the mountain range, continues to enchant visitors with its architectural beauty, its rich history, and the majesty of the mountains that surround it. This city, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a true mosaic of beauty and historical legacy, as it was the former capital of the Inca Empire, a civilization that reached its peak in the late 15th and early 16th centuries. At that time, the empire extended across 2.5 million square kilometers, from the Pacific Ocean in the west to the Amazon rainforest in the east, stretching from the Ancasmayo River in Colombia in the north to the Mauri River in Chile in the south. It was considered the largest empire in pre-Columbian America. The Incas called their territory Tawantinsuyo, which in Quechua, their official language, means the four regions, with Cusco as its capital, the origin point of all the roads that connected the empire. Not by chance, The name Cusco in Quechua means center or navel, referring to its geographic and symbolic location. In addition, Cusco was also one of the most important cities of the Viceroyalty of Peru, which is why it is filled with monuments like the Plaza de Armas, the heart of the city, a vibrant setting where modern life blends with the Inca legacy. Also located there is the cathedral, a magnificent 16th-century structure that houses sacred art and offers panoramic views of the city from its towers. Beyond the city limits, in the mountains, lies Vinicunca, known as the Rainbow Mountain. These multicolored peaks, rising like guardians of the sky, are a natural wonder unique in the world, a masterpiece of nature that stuns with its vibrant layers of color. The Sacred Valley, in the heart of the Peruvian Andes, is home to the Sacred Valley of the Incas, a sanctuary of beauty and mystery that enchants the senses and awakens the soul with its ancient grandeur. Cusco is considered the gateway to the Sacred Valley, a sacred region for the Incas, as it was a vast, fertile, and productive agricultural territory, becoming the site for their main cities and temples. From the heights of Sacsayhuaman, where imposing ruins seem to challenge the sky, a stone fortress rising like a vigilant guardian, to the fertile valleys of Ollantaytambo, a majestic Inca city located in a beautiful valley on the banks of the Urubamba River, and also Pasac, where stepped agricultural terraces appear to defy gravity, a testament to Inca genius in land management. Also notable is Amori, famous for its set of concentric circular agricultural terraces, which functioned as an agricultural research center for the Inca Empire. But the Sacred Valley is not just history. The Urubamba Gorges offer dizzying panoramic views where the river winds between the mountains. Places like Insultambo and the Place of the Sun transport us back in time, where traditional Inca culture still feels alive. Also remarkable are the salt mines of Maras, a mosaic of over 3,000 natural salt pools, fed by an underground spring more than 3,000 meters above sea level, forming a surreal landscape of white pools stretching as far as the eye can see. And the Saucante Trail, a sacred route that winds through majestic mountains and deep valleys. An epic journey that leads from Cusco to the mythical Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas, nestled among snow-capped peaks and shrouded in morning mist. An architectural marvel declared a World Heritage Site and one of the 7 modern wonders of the world. Majestic temples, dizzying terraces, the ultimate symbol of Inca greatness. A living testimony to the ingenuity and vision of a civilization that conquered the mountains. Perguntar ao ChatGPT. The Andes, the backbone of South America. The Andes Mountains, the longest mountain range in the world, stretch for 7,000 kilometers along the western coast of South America, crossing 7 countries from Venezuela to Argentina. For millennia, the Andes have shaped the region's geography, climate, and cultures. This majestic range is home to an astonishing variety of ecosystems, from glaciers and paramos at high altitudes to cloud forests along its slopes. Aconcagua, in Argentina, rises as the tallest peak outside Asia, reaching 6,961 meters above sea level. Beyond famous landmarks like Machu Picchu, Salar de Uyuni, and the Atacama Desert, the Andes offer other natural and cultural treasures. The Christ the Redeemer statue, located on the border between Argentina and Chile, symbolizes peace between the two nations. Peru's colorful mountains, with their multicolored mineral layers, offer a breathtaking visual spectacle. The tropical Andes, stretching from Venezuela to northern Peru, are a biodiversity hotspot, home to a remarkable range of flora and fauna. Huascarán National Park in Peru, with its snowy peaks and turquoise lakes, is a paradise for trekking enthusiasts. Lake Titicaca, shared by Peru and Bolivia, remains an important Andean cultural center. In Ecuador, the Cotopaxi volcano, with its nearly perfect cone shape, is an icon of the Ecuadorian Andes and a challenge for mountaineers. This mountain range is not only a geological wonder, but also a cultural one. The traditions of Andean peoples, their music, textiles, and cuisine, enrich the experience of those who explore these ancient mountains, making the Andes an unmatched destination for adventurers and lovers of nature and culture alike. Lima, the capital of Peru. The capital and most important and populous city of Peru is the metropolis of Lima, with over 11 million inhabitants in its metropolitan area, representing about 32% of the country's population. Lima is considered the oldest capital in South America, having been founded in 1535 by Francisco Pizarro as the City of Kings. This name was in honor of the three wise men, since the city was founded on January 18th. The name Lima is a derivation of the pre-Hispanic name of the region, the Quechua word Rimac, meaning speaker, a reference to the Rimac River, a large and noisy river that was called the Talking River. Lima is one of the most important financial centers in Latin America. Today, it is responsible for more than 2/3 of Peru's industrial production. Lima was the grand capital of the Viceroyalty of Peru. The historic center of Lima is a reflection of its remarkable past. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and features buildings and urban spaces that speak of its great courtly and colonial history, such as Lima's Plaza Mayor, surrounded by colonial buildings like the cathedral. This imposing colonial structure dates back to the 16th century and is considered the most important in South America. The government palace, formerly the Palace of the Viceroy and now the seat of the President of Peru, stands out with its neoclassical architecture and elegant gardens. The Lima City Hall, with its wooden balconies, reflects a blend of Baroque and Rococo architecture adapted to the colonial Lima style. The Convent of Santo Domingo, a monumental complex from the 16th century, features outstanding Renaissance architecture. These are just a few examples of the city's remarkable architecture, which is why Lima is known as the jewel of the Viceroyalty, thanks to its impressive colonial buildings, rich history, and vibrant culture. The Gran Sabana is a region located in southeastern Venezuela, within the Guiana Shield, covering more than 400,000 square kilometers, almost half of the country's territory. It is an area made up of plateaus, savannas, and forests, home to immense biodiversity across its 3 million hectares. This place is filled with magical landscapes, a true natural paradise. The region is crossed by Route 10, which offers spectacular views of its vast grasslands and the majestic tepuis, meaning mountains in the Pemen language, flat-topped formations with vertical cliffs, considered some of the oldest rock structures on Earth. Along the way, travelers encounter wonders such as Pacheco Creek and the Ruani River Gorge, with their crystal-clear waterfalls. Among the stunning tepuis, Mount Roraima stands out as one of the most impressive, marking the border between Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana. This region is part of Canaima National Park and is one of the oldest on the planet, filled with mysterious landscapes. Mount Roraima, with its flat summit and towering cliffs, has inspired legends and fascination since time immemorial. Climbing this tepui is a mystical experience, where every step reveals breathtaking panoramic views. The summit of Roraima, covered with unusual rock formations, carnivorous plants, and crystal-clear pools, feels like a landscape from another world. Per Gunter AO ChatGPT. The Amazon. This region is one of the most awe-inspiring ecosystems on the planet and holds a mysterious allure that has captivated explorers for centuries. The Amazon is home to an incredible variety of plant, bird, fish, and insect species, making Brazil the most biodiverse country in the world. It contains approximately 15% to 20% of the world's biodiversity. The Amazon has around 390 billion trees, 16,000 species of plants and trees, 9,000 vertebrate species, and 120,000 invertebrate species. The Amazon rainforest covers 42% of Brazil's territory, with over 3.5 million square kilometers, making it the largest tropical forest on Earth. It also stretches into neighboring countries such as Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, Bolivia, the Guianas, and even Ecuador, despite not sharing a direct border. In addition, the Amazon is home to the most powerful river in the world, the Amazon River. It forms by far the largest river system on the planet. 8 of the world's 20 largest rivers are part of the Amazon basin, which also holds 1/5 of the planet's freshwater. spanning an area of 7,352,112 square kilometers. Perguntar ao ChatGPT. The Pantanal, a green sea in the heart of South America, is the largest wetland in the world and a jewel of unparalleled biodiversity. A labyrinth of rivers, lagoons, and pastures that extends over more than 200,000 square kilometers, covering parts of Bolivia and Paraguay. This vast ecosystem remains flooded for much of the year. It is a unique spectacle on the planet. Its wetlands, which flood seasonally, create a mosaic of habitats that shelter impressive biodiversity. Large rivers like the Paraguay and Cuiabá snake through this immense floodplain, nourishing the rich vegetation and creating a refuge for abundant wildlife. Alligators and caimans lurk in the murky waters, while jaguars, the largest cats in the Americas, silently patrol the forest in search of prey. The Pantanal's wildlife is a true natural treasure. Playful coatis climb the trees. Capybaras, the largest rodents in the world, graze peacefully along the riverbanks. And a great variety of birds, such as the jabiru storks, find a safe home in this paradise. The flora, in turn, is equally rich, with a great diversity of aquatic and terrestrial plants adapted to the constant flooding. The Serra do Amolar, a rocky formation in the heart of the Pantanal, offers a striking contrast to the flooded plain. Its steep slopes and peaks shelter unique species and provide panoramic views of this vast ecosystem. The Pantanal region is also known for cattle ranching, an activity that has coexisted with wildlife for centuries. The paradise beaches of Fernando de Noronha, located 350 kilometers off the Brazilian coast. The archipelago of Fernando de Noronha is a natural treasure that enchants visitors from all over the world. This group of 21 volcanic islands is home to some of the most spectacular beaches on the planet. Sancho Beach, often considered one of the best in the world, stands out for its crystal-clear waters and cliffs covered in lush vegetation. Access to this gem is via a steep staircase, adding to its charm and exclusivity. Another treasure is Baía dos Porcos, Bay of Pigs, famous for its natural pools and turquoise waters, perfect for snorkeling. Leal Beach, named after a rock shaped like a lion, is an important nesting site for sea turtles. Praia do Meio, or Middle Beach, is a stretch of golden sand known for its calm, crystal-clear waters, ideal for swimming and snorkeling, especially at low tide. Fernando de Noronha is not just a beach destination. It is an ecological sanctuary that shelters astonishing biodiversity. Its untouched beaches and pristine waters offer a paradisiacal refuge for those seeking nature at its most vibrant. Santa Cruz, Patagonia. Located in the Patagonian region of southern Argentina, Santa Cruz is a province full of contrasts and breathtaking natural beauty. Santa Cruz is the Argentine province with the highest number of national parks. The iconic Route 40, one of the longest roads in the world, crosses through the region. It offers unique and stunning landscapes, such as the Patagonian Plateau, known for its arid and windy terrain. Route 40 also runs near large nature reserves that protect vast areas of one of the last truly untouched places on the planet. At the southernmost tip of Patagonia lies Los Glaciares National Park. It is home to the Perito Moreno Glacier, one of the few glaciers in the world that is still advancing. Within the same park is El Chaltén, considered the trekking capital of Argentina. The dramatic slopes of the imposing Mount Fitzroy shape the skyline of El Chaltén, a charming village with Austrian-style architecture. It sits right on the edge of the Patagonian Andes and the northern ice fields of the glaciers. El Calafate is a city located on the shores of Lake Argentino, the largest lake in the country. It's a major tourist attraction, known for its floating icebergs, and serves as the traditional gateway to these natural wonders. El Calafate is a prominent tourist hub. With well-developed infrastructure to welcome visitors from around the world, the region is home to rich biodiversity, including guanacos, humals, and foxes. Perguntar ao ChatGPT. The magic of Chilean Patagonia, a journey to the end of the world. At the southernmost tip of the Americas lies a natural paradise that defies imagination. Chilean Patagonia, this corner of the planet so distant from everything, yet so close to the sky, is a living testament to raw beauty in its purest form. The adventure begins along the legendary Carretera Austral, a 1,200-kilometer route that unveils dreamlike landscapes. At every turn, Quillet National Park surprises us with its hanging glacier, a marvel that seems to defy gravity. Continuing south, General Carrera Lake captivates with its marble caves. And on the vast estancias, herds of wild horses evoke a spirit of freedom. The southern Patagonian icefield, stretching over 13,000 square kilometers, is the third largest ice reserve on Earth, and the largest outside the polar regions. A white giant that impresses with its vastness. Finally, we reach the crown jewel Torres del Paine. Its iconic granite towers, rising up to 2,850 meters, change color with the light, offering an unforgettable spectacle. This park, home to rich biodiversity and ancient glaciers, is a powerful reminder of nature's majesty. Chilean Patagonia is not just a destination. It's an experience that transforms the soul, where we can rediscover our connection to the earth and the eternal. Cartagena de Indias, on Colombia's Caribbean coast, bathed in sunshine and rich in culture, lies the nation's dazzling crown jewel. The city of Cartagena de Indias, a city of legends and beauty, magnificently preserved and considered one of the most beautiful in Latin America. Founded on June 1, 1533, on the shores of the Caribbean Sea. During the 16th and 17th centuries, it became one of the most important ports in the Americas. Because of its wealth, the city became a target for numerous attacks by pirates and privateers, which led to the construction of impressive fortifications to defend it, such as the castle of San Felipe de Barajas and the city walls. Today, these structures are recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Cartagena's historic center is a maze of cobblestone streets that wind through beautiful Baroque mansions, leading to sun-drenched plazas, balconies draped in bougainvillea, and massive churches casting shadows over tree-lined squares. Cartagena is an incredibly charming blend of colonial architecture and coastal beauty. To the south lie the gleaming white skyscrapers of Boca Grande, where colonial Cartagena ends and the modern metropolis begins. Shining residential towers, hotels, and condominiums rise into the sky. Just a short boat ride from the city are the Rosario Islands, famous for their crystal-clear waters. Coral reefs and rich marine life thrive there. Pregunta ao ChatGPT. The Colombian Caribbean is a treasure of natural beauty and cultural richness that captivates visitors from all over the world. It is a region full of cultural, geographical, and historical diversity, with a route that passes through fascinating places like Barranquilla. Known as the Golden Gate of Colombia, it is famous for its vibrant carnival, a festival full of music, dance, and color. This port city is an important industrial and cultural hub, with architecture that reflects a mix of modern and colonial styles. Santa Marta, the oldest city in Colombia, is a coastal destination that combines history and natural beauty. It serves as the gateway to Tayrona National Park, a paradise of untouched beaches and tropical rainforest, home to impressive biodiversity and ancient indigenous ruins. The Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, the highest coastal mountain range in the world, holds treasures such as Pozo Azul, a refreshing and hidden natural oasis. It also shelters Ciudad Perdida, an ancient Tayrona city accessible through a challenging hike. Palomino is a coastal village ideal for ecotourism, with peaceful beaches and rivers perfect for tubing. La Guajira, with its deserts and dunes, is the homeland of the Wayu people, whose culture and craftsmanship are a unique attraction. Mompox, which in its prime was a vital trading center for gold, agricultural products, and other goods between Colombia's interior and the coast, is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, enchanting visitors with its colonial beauty and long-standing goldsmithing tradition. Pregunta ao ChatGPT. The Galapagos Islands, officially known as the archipelago of Colón and part of the Galapagos province, are a group of islands made up of 13 volcanic islands larger than 10 square kilometers, several others ranging between 1 and 10 square kilometers, and over 100 small islets. They are located 972 kilometers west of mainland Ecuador, in the Pacific Ocean. The islands lie near the junction of the Pacific, Cocos, and Nazca tectonic plates. It's no surprise, then, that they are the second most volcanically active archipelago on the planet, second only to Hawaii. The Galapagos Islands are known for their stunning landscapes, such as Sleeping Lion, a rocky islet. They are also world-famous for the studies of Charles Darwin, who developed his renowned theory of evolution there. In addition, the islands are home to many endemic species, which led UNESCO to declare them a World Heritage Site in 1978. Most of the Galapagos Islands are uninhabited, and 97% of their land area is part of the Galapagos National Park. Created nearly 60 years ago, the Galapagos Marine Reserve is considered the second largest in the world. It is home to over 800 species of mollusks and more than 400 species of fish, many of which can be seen up close while snorkeling within the park itself. The islands are also home to creatures found nowhere else on Earth, such as tropical penguins, marine iguanas, the only iguanas that swim in the ocean, and the famous blue-footed booby. But perhaps the most iconic animal is the giant tortoise, which inspired the name of the archipelago. In Old Spanish, Galapago means tortoise, but it also means saddle, referring to the shape of the tortoise's shells, which can reach up to 1.5 meters in length. Pregunta ao ChatGPT. Buenos Aires, the vibrant and cosmopolitan capital of Argentina, is the epicenter of the country's power and culture. Located on the southern bank of the Rio de la Plata, in the central western region of the country, Buenos Aires is the most populous city in the nation, with over 15 million inhabitants in its metropolitan area. It is home to about 35% of the country's population. This metropolis, known as the Paris of the Americas due to its architecture strongly influenced by Europe, captivates with its blend of tradition and modernity. It is one of the most important cities in Latin America and is considered one of the 25 most influential cities in the world, thanks to its high quality of life. It ranks second in Latin America in that regard, just behind Montevideo. Center of power. The historic center of Buenos Aires is a living testimony to its rich architectural and political heritage. It houses the National Congress, whose green dome and neoclassical design stand out as the legislative heart of the country. A short distance away, the Palace of Justice imposes with its monumental presence. It houses the Supreme Court of the nation and the Casa Rosada, the seat of the executive power, with its distinctive pink facade and iconic balcony, has been the stage for countless historical moments and stands as a symbol of national identity. Pregunta ao ChatGPT. The Triple Frontier. In the border region, we find the area known as the Triple Frontier, located at the confluence of Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay, where the Iguazu and Parana rivers meet. It is a meeting point of cultures, between the conquerors and the Guarani people, between the red soil fields and the yerba mate plantations of the Misiones province. There lies the world-renowned city of Puerto Iguazu, which serves as the gateway to the majestic Iguazu Falls. Its name in Guarani means big water. Shared between Argentina and Brazil, the falls stretch over 2.75 kilometers and reach heights of up to 80 meters. Surrounded by subtropical forest, this magnificent chain of waterfalls is one of the greatest natural wonders on the planet. A network of trails, walkways, and bridges runs through the surrounding national park, allowing visitors to get close to more than 275 waterfalls. The Parana River, besides being a natural connection in the region, offers stunning scenery and is home to rich wildlife, including species such as the capybara. The beauty of the Corrientes region, with its lush nature and diverse fauna, complements the cultural and natural richness of the Argentine littoral. The city of Posadas in Misiones is also an important urban center that contributes to the vitality of this region. Pregunta ao ChatGPT. All the previously mentioned wealth was transported from the port of Parody to the port of Rio de Janeiro, from where it was shipped to Europe. This gave Rio de Janeiro a central role in the development of the country's history. It first became a colonial capital, then an imperial one, and finally the capital of the Republic of Brazil. Rio de Janeiro is one of those Brazilian cities that likely needs no introduction. Its iconic landmarks and events are easily recognized by people all over the world. We're talking about the Rio Carnival, one of the most famous carnivals on the planet, attracting over 1 million people every year. And about Christ the Redeemer, located atop Corcovado Mountain in Tijuca National Park, a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve and considered the largest urban forest in the world. Man-made, the park also features other iconic spots like Pedra de Gavia and Pico de Tijuca. Rio de Janeiro sits on the western shore of Guanabara Bay, which contains over 100 islands. On one of the bay's peninsulas lies one of Rio's most famous mountains, Sugarloaf Mountain, accessible by cable car. Rio de Janeiro is considered the top tourist destination in the Southern Hemisphere and was the first city in history to be recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its beaches, Copacabana and Ipanema, are famous worldwide. It would take an entire video just to continue talking about Rio de Janeiro, known as the Marvelous City. Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, is a mystery in the heart of the vast Pacific Ocean. An island where natural beauty and history merge into a landscape that feels otherworldly. Its rugged shores, battered by powerful waves, contrast with the lush green grasslands and the golden sand of its beaches. But it's inland where the deepest secrets lie. Known for its mysterious statues, the imposing moai, these colossal stone sculptures rise majestically across the island. Their expressionless faces and elongated bodies seem to defy the laws of physics. Carved by the island's original inhabitants over 1,000 years ago, they reflect a deep connection with the earth and the cosmos. Today, Rapa Nui is a natural paradise, with landscapes ranging from grassy plains to volcanic craters and white sand beaches lapped by turquoise waters, making it a one-of-a-kind travel destination that draws visitors from all over the world. Perguntar ao ChatGPT. What information do you think we should have included in our list? Or which one did you find the most interesting? Leave your comment. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and give this video a like. See you on our next journey exploring the wonders of our planet. Perguntar ao ChatGPT.